Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is, on paper, a strange film to take seriously. It's an animated film about a cat wearing boots. Yet somewhere between the jokes and the fairy tale characters, it asks one of the most thoughtful questions I've come across in a film. Why is it so difficult to value the life we already have? I don't think the film answers that question by simply telling us to appreciate life more. Instead, it follows a character who has spent years building an identity around being fearless, independent, and larger than life, before later revealing how that identity has stopped him from seeing the value of the life that's already in front of him. Death may be the force that drives the story forward, but I don't think death is the film's real subject. The real subject is the way Puss sees himself and how that vision of himself shapes the way he lives. For him, Puss in Boots is more than just a name and is the person he believes he has to be. The legendary outlaw who fears nothing, needs nobody, and always lands on his feet. It's an identity he has spent years building, and one that has shaped almost every decision he makes. He lives as though consequences don't apply to him. He walks away from relationships because there will always be another adventure. He sees no reason to trust anyone because he's learned to rely on nobody but himself. Even his own life feels expendable because, until now, another life has always been waiting for him. His reckless way of living eventually catches up with him. After using 8 of his 9 lives, he's left with only one. Death comes for him, forcing him to confront the life he's been living. The film makes that confrontation impossible to ignore by turning Death into an actual character, a wolf who stalks Puss, speaks to him, fights him, and forces him to experience fear in a way he never has before. That confrontation leaves Puss with a choice. He can keep running or he can stop. Through Kitty, Perito, and encounters with death, Puss comes to see the value of the one life that he has. By the time he faces death for the final time in the film, his decision has already been made. He decides to stop running and fight for the one life that he has, finally letting go of the legend he spent years trying to protect. In choosing that life, Puss learns to value it for what it is: flawed, imperfect, vulnerable, and worth living.